Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your weekly reading from the week of the 24th to the 30th of July. This is a reading for all Capricorn placements or for people who are just drawn to this video, cross watchers who can take something with them from this situation, from this reading. In the first part, I will look at a general situation. In the second part, a relationship dynamic. So stay tuned, like, subscribe, comment, and I can't wait to do this reading for you. This one wants to come out. The World in the reverse. The Knight of Swords. Ace of Wands in the reverse. All right. So 8 of Pentacles. Nice. It seems like you're working on finishing up something this week. It could be a bigger project. It could be a bigger cycle. It could be something that's been on your radar or on your table for quite some time with the World card in the reverse. And it seems like you really need this completion of a certain phase in your life, in your work, I want to say, to step into a new sort of motivation as well, and a new sense of moving forward. I think this week is still a lot about focusing on learning and understanding from the past, maybe analyzing the past, Knight of Swords, maybe revisiting things from the past, and therefore finding the focus on where to put your resources, your energies at this time. This could, of course, be about different things, about love, about yourself, about relationships, but I see it as a week of really focusing on the work that needs to be done to master something. And the way to go seems to be like really reassessing, not necessarily reassessing things, but going back to experiences from the past that might help you gain more understanding to really step into this new sense of experiencing life really with the World in the reverse. This is not quite completed yet, so we are not 100% at the moment of completion, but this is what we are trying to go through. This portal of the World, often I say, this step is it's one step, but the step is sometimes just taking time. You know, it's like time gets a different quality here. She's doing this step through the ring. She's right in front of it. She's dancing through it. So she's taking her time. She's not rushing through this. And she's also looking back over her shoulder, realizing what she's leaving behind and feeling completely fine with that, because she's ready for this new chapter, for this new book. I even want to say with the World card. With the World card, we're really stepping into a new story. So this is, I think, what you're trying to accomplish this week. It could be on a small scale, on a larger scale, but in general, the World card is a big moment. It could be a big moment in work. It could be a big moment in a relationship. It is about really also, I think, figuring out what you want next. And I think that is the reason you might still be hung up a little bit in the past, Knight of Swords, rushing back, trying to gain more understanding, to also figure out how to, as soon as you completed this step, how to move into a new direction here, or how to move more and more into your most expressive, creative self as well with the Ace of Wands. So yeah, let's see how this plays out in a relationship. With the 8 of Pentacles, you're really mastering this. You're mastering this SHIT. It's nice. So this other person, this could be any relationship, doesn't have to be love or romantic, but of course can be, and I will put a focus on love and romantic relationships. 6 of Swords in the reverse. All right. the High Priestess in the reverse. Okay. This is very mental energy in a sense of thinking a lot about what's actually going on in this kind of connection. I think what you're not sensing intuitively is that there's a person who is not ready to move on. In whatever sense this relationship is manifesting itself. It could just also be a person whose horizon is not open for new things. This could be in a friendship where like, oh, I didn't even notice, or I didn't even realize that this person is kind of like closed-minded when it comes to stepping into a new sort of journey. But it seems like that's something you're in the process of realizing. Maybe you're not quite seeing this. You're not quite seeing with the High Priestess in the reverse. Intuitively, you might get it wrong that a person hasn't moved on. You might think they have, but very much seems like they haven't opened themselves up to other realities or not even realities of the sorts, other concepts, other options, other ideas of relationships. With the Two of Swords, both of you though are trying to find more peace within your own mind space. That's the Two of Swords for me. Distancing yourselves from your emotions a little bit to really be able to gain more analytical understanding of a situation, a more logical understanding, a more peaceful understanding, and a more peaceful ground for decision making. That is the Two of Swords. The one thing that seems disruptive or not ideal, I want to say, is the Nine of Cups in the reverse, where we're just like in a little bit of a codependent energy, in a sense that we just wish something would happen, or this person would do something to make us feel better, you know. So that's the kind of Nine of Cups in the reverse that we have here on your side. And it seems like it's just an energy of an emotional, it's emotional drain or emotional unfulfilled type of quality. It's not necessarily like, oh, I feel horrible. It's just like, ugh, the thing I really want to happen just doesn't happen. And I kind of want other people to make it happen. And it just doesn't. So yeah, don't stay in that emotional funk, because with the Two of Swords we are really trying to distance ourselves from emotions to gain more understanding on more of a logical level, even though there might be contradicting thoughts, which is very much the Two of Swords. With the Two of Swords we learn how to kind of find a middle ground in contradicting beliefs or thoughts or realizations or ideas when it comes to this connection. All right, this is a weird week for relationships, I would say, but you really focus on yourself and your work and this big step into really a new dimension of your own life. So it seems like it just brings with it the energy that certain relationship dynamics also have to change, of course, if we want to level up. The world is leveling up, and you're in the middle of taking this step to level up. With Venus retrograde, of course, this might take a couple of weeks to level up, which is completely fine. What is a couple of weeks compared to the rest of your life, you know? If this is a time you look back to and you're like, whoa, this is really where I made decisions that changed the course of my life, this is what we are looking for, also with Pluto in your sign. Not for you. Well, yes. Here you have it. Maybe a certain person is just not for you. Maybe a certain situation is just not for you and you're leaving it behind, and you're in the process of focusing on doing the work to be able to leave it behind. Something is not for you here, and you're trying to figure out how to find a good strategy, I think, to distance yourself from it and step into this new thing that is actually for you. Ace of Wands. A completely different twist on this situation, and this is just for a few of you, but it came to me as an image. Maybe you are in a process, or some of you might be in a process of realizing that a certain direction is not for you and you're sticking with what you know. I don't think this is for most of you, but for some of you. 1111 just came up on my time. This is for some of you. Trying something or seeing a chance to move into a different world even, and understanding like, no, this is not for me. I'm gonna stick with working on myself, focusing on results, and not taking and understanding better what I actually want by analyzing what has made me so far. Okay, this is interesting. This is very interesting. I want to pull another card for you, Capricorn. Chop wood. Yeah, it really is about cleaning up a situation and putting the work in. It's not about finding an easy way out either here, because this could be also presenting itself, the World card and the Ace of Wands, as an easy way out, but it's an illusion, and you understand that. So what's a Capricorn if they're not really putting the work in? I mean, I don't think you feel like yourself if you're not putting the work in, and it seems like this is what you want to do right now. Chop wood and the Eight of Pentacles. All right, Capricorn, what a Capricorn reading again. Thank you so much for being here, and please check out my description box. Like, subscribe, comment if you haven't yet, and I'm excited to see you next time. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.